a local couple, music extraordinaires. Oh yeah. So sit back and enjoy some Celtic original and some standards.
Probably a couple Appalachian tunes.
Okay, some Appalachian tunes, so you should enjoy this.
You should enjoy this. I guarantee. It'll be bridge time in the county town on a morning in July. Round a bowling green came a sweet Helene, and she smiled as she passed me by. Oh, she looked so sweet from the two-way beat to the sheen of a nut brown eye. So she pulled, sing out, had to shake myself to make sure I was really there. And from Bantry Bay up to Derry Gay, and from Galway to Dublin town, oh, maid I've seen like a brown pine that I met in the county town. As she onward sped, I scratched my head and I gazed with a feeling quiet. There I sat, said I, to a passerby, used the maid with the nut brown hair. Oh, he smiled at me and he cried, says he, she's the gem of Ireland's crown. A young rose in a can from the banks of Down, she's the star of the county town. And from Bantry Bay up to Derry Gay, and from Galway to Dublin town, no maid I've seen like the brown darling that I met in the county town. At the harvest fair, she'll surely be there, so dress in my Sunday clothes. And I'll try sheep's eyes and a Lutheran light on the heart of my brown rose. No pipe or smoke, no horse or yoke, though my plough with rust turned round. To the smiling bride by my by side sits the star of the county town. And from Thank you. We're going to be bouncing between Scotland, Ireland, England, and some things here, some Appalachian tunes. So for many, many years we played as Fieldstone, which was always a trio, and our fiddle player is grown up, married, child, teacher, you know, one of those things. That's what happens. They grow up and get married and then you lose them. So it's just back to Mark and me, the old folks. Yeah. What do you want to do? So in traditional Celtic music, there's sets of music, and sometimes it'll be 2, 3, 4 pieces all strung together, and so we have a set of reels for you.
Yeah, we try to remember one.
Yeah. So I was telling Tim, it's like you spoke a second language for a long time, and then you hadn't used it for a long time, and then you're trying to remember it. So that was us last night. And so this is a set of reels, and reels are in 4/4. And it is a reel, Silver Spear, which is from Ireland, Sound of Sleet, which is from Scotland, and St. Anne's reel, which is a Canadian reel. So we're going to cover some territory here. All right.
Very cool.
Dad got
Oh, is that a dad gas? Oh, no, then I don't want to do that. All right.
Yeah.
We have two. We have one side that says dadgad, the other side standard, and then there's a little block of 12 string at the bottom. So we'll turn back and forth. Now this song probably came over from one of the Celtic countries. It was collected in the South right after the Civil War. The song is called "The Blackest Crow." As time draws near, my dearest dear, when you and I must part, how little you know of the grief and woe of my poor aching heart. Each night I suffer for your sake, the one I love so dear. I wish that I was gone with you, or you will stay here. The blackest crow that ever flew would surely turn to wine if ever I grew false to you, or the day would turn to night. Turn to night, my love, and the elements would mourn if ever I grew false to you. The seas would rage and burn. And when you're on some distant shore, think of your absent friend. And when the wind blows high and clear, a night of me present. And when the wind blows high and clear, know what grace to me, that I might know by your hand right how time has gone with thee. Thank you. You know, we are so used to instant gratification when it comes to hearing from people that when you think about 150 years ago, even more recent than that, what people had were letters they sent them and they hoped that sooner or later they would get a response. And in a lot of Celtic music, the response never comes, and it's usually the woman waiting to hear from the man. Do you want to hear the ball? That's standard, right? So this is a song that comes from Scotland. It's called The Boatman, and originally the entire song was sung in Scots Gaelic. We're going to sing this song in English. The chorus is still in Gaelic, and it translates roughly into "The boatman, I want no other, and I wish you well on your travels," because she's waiting for him, and he's never going to come back. So. Out in wandering, the highest hilltop, I scan the ocean, you'll sail to sea. We'll come tonight, love, we'll come tomorrow. We'll travel, come, love, to comfort me. Iruvata, Luruila, Iruvata, Luruila. Iruvata, Lorena, Kid me pace, Bakatatu. They call thee false love, they call thee fickle, and tried to change me, but all in vain. In my dreams yet, in all the long nights, and every morning I scan the mail. Iruvata, Lurila, Iruvata, Lurila, Iruvata, Lurila. Hit me in a pace, the to in every hamlet. How well I know it, where you go wandering or stay a while. All the old folks you win with talking, and charm the maidens with song and sigh. Iruvata, Luruila, Iruvata, Luruila, Iruvata. the tartan plaids, the silken gown, your ring of gold, love, your hair and portrait, the ring and gown are never wrong. Beard of autumn, no love. Beard of autumn, no beard of autumn, no kid really purchase the golden daytime. We're probably the only place in Elk County you're going to hear Scots Gaelic today. Just think of that.
I still don't understand.
Thanks, Tim, for having us. We don't get to do this very often anymore. And though it's terrifying, it's a lot of fun. Well, thank you. Always know your dad will come to my rescue. Does it? The song that we started with, and if you've heard us in the past, you've probably heard this story, so I apologize for that. We started with the Star of the County Down, which is a traditional Irish song from the north of Ireland. And when we used to do Scottish and Irish festivals, there's this gentleman who came from Ireland a number of years ago who still sounded like he just walked off the boat. His name was Geordie Austin, and he was pretty feisty. And we finished this song at a festival, and he comes up to us and he goes, "You know, you sing that like a bunch of Americans." And we said, "Well, Geordie, we are a bunch of Americans. We're sorry. We apologize." But he's been a great friend. He's a wonderful guy, and he's just, yeah, there was no filter. So here we got a set of jigs for you. goes well. That went well. Yes, it went.
I can't guarantee either.
You want to tune to Dad yet? Okay.
Oh, it's going dad, look out.
So many songs, so little time.
This is
What?
Dad Gad.
Dad Gad.
This is Dad Gad that he's dropping.
He's going to Dad Gad now.
I'm trying to sell Andy on alternate tunings.
They're pretty
To go
awesome.
easy on his hand.
And when he picks up the 12 string, that's in an alternate tuning as well. One time we were playing for the Heart of the Arts Festival. I have to because it was fun. So it was over in Titusville, and all the performers had to offer workshops. So obviously Tara did a workshop on fiddle, and I did some stuff on whistle and vocal, and Mark was doing an alternate tuning workshop. And one guy came in, and Mark was trying to explain it to him, and he said he had enough trouble with standard tuning. There's no way he was going to learn on alternate tuning. So Mark sat there by himself the rest of the time.
No, I didn't. I went to the beer tent.
Perfect.
So this song came over on the boat a long time ago, and actually it's couched so firmly in Southern Appalachia. It's considered an Appalachian tune. It's called Fair and Tender Ladies, and there are a number of songs in the genre that say, now young girls, you need to be careful. You need to be careful about those boys because they can be bad.
Guitar,
So
turn me down in the monitor a little bit. Okay.
So this is one of those songs.
I make myself nervous when I can hear it really well.
Try that. Perfect. Okay.
Come all ye fair and tender ladies, wanting when you called young man, but like a star on a summer's morning, they'll first appear and then the dark. They'll tell to you some loving stories. They tell you that they love you well, and then they'll go and court some other and leave you here in grief to dwell. Love is hot and soft, love is charming, love is pretty when first it's new, but love grows cold as love grows older and fades away like the morning dew. I wish I was a little sparrow, that I had wings and I could fly away with my first true love. Come on, ye fine tender ladies, wanting when you come, young man, you're like a star on a summer's morning, the first appear at night. There goes. Thank you. What do you want to do next? You want to do South Wind? Maggie in the Woods?
Yeah.
Okay. These are two Irish songs. The first is an air called South Wind, the South Wind. And we're going to pair it with an Irish polka called Maggie in the Woods. What she was doing in the woods, we don't know. There's probably a boy involved, I'm thinking. Yeah.
She could have been hunting.
She could have been hunting, but somehow I don't think so. I think there's a boy involved. It's too happy. I don't think we've ever come across an Irish polka that's actually in a minor key. So, and one of our friends, she's a wonderful Irish flute player and whistle player. She said, "I refuse to do polkas. They're much too happy." So.
How's that going?
Speaking of not happy, this is a traditional Irish song, and usually it is the woman singing about how she has been mistreated by the man. And this is flipped. This is a man saying, "You have not been faithful to me, so no, I don't love you anymore." It's called Green Grass It Grows Bonny. I wonder what is keeping my true love tonight. I wonder what is keeping him out of my sight. Between yours, the pain I endure, he would not stay from me tonight, I'm sure. Oh, love, are you not coming? My pain to advance. Oh, love, do you on a far better chance? Or have you but a sweetheart laid by you in stone? Are you coming to tell me that you love me no more? Oh, love, I'm not coming. You're playing to advance. No, love, do I wait on a far better chance? Or have I but a sweetheart laid by me in stone? But I'm coming to tell you that I love you no more. I have gold in my pocket and love in my heart, but I can't love a man who's got two sweethearts. I love you just lightly as the dew on the thorn comes out in the evening and goes away in the morning. Green grass, it grows bonny, spring water runs clean. I hear weary at the thought of you, Jean. You are my first and true love. Ah, but it's now do I rue the fonder I good sad Celtic song. Your jig. We're really terrible at naming things. We have a couple of jigs that we wrote. And this one's just called Just Another Jig because we couldn't think of a name for it. The other one actually has a name.
I apologize ahead of time.
That's Just Another Jig heard only here at the Riverfest.
They have these ice cream sandwiches over there. I'm sorry, cookie ice cream. Jocelyn has one. It's like the size of her face. It's huge.
The Irish had this wonderful black humor when it came to war and death. And this song is called Mrs. McGraw. And poor Mrs. McGraw is waiting for her son to come home from war. And when he does, he's not the man he used to be. And boy, is she upset. Yeah. Mrs. McGraw, the sergeant said, would you like to make a soldier out of your suntan with a scarlet coat, big cocked hat? Mrs. McGraw, wouldn't you like to ride, yeah, by the moonlight, to ride, you ride, you ride. Mrs. McGraw lived by the seashore for the space of 7 long years more, till she saw a big ship sailing in the bay, singing hallelujah, babaloo, think it is he, with you to ride, yeah, by the ba-da-dee-da, do-ra-you-ra-you-ra-ya. Captain dear, where have you been? Have you been sailing on the Mediterranean? Have you any tidings of my son Ted? Is the carbine in our isn't dead? Would you do-ra-ya, ba-da-dee-da, do-ra-you-ra-you-ra-ya. Well, I've worked without any legs and in a place 2 wooden pegs. She kissed him a dozen times or 2, saying, Holy Moses, just on to you with your do-ra-ya, ba-da-dee-da, do-ra-you-ra-you-ra-ya. Well, was she drunk or was she blind that you left your 2 fine legs behind? Was it walking across the sea? Were your 2 fine legs from the knees away? Would you do-ra-ya, ba-da-dee-da, do-ra-you-ra-you-ra-ya. Well, I wasn't drunk and I wasn't blind that I left my 2 fine legs behind. 'Twas a cannonball on the 5th of May, took my 2 fine legs from the knees away. Would you do-ra-ya, ba-da-dee-da, do-ra-you-ra-you-ra-ya. Oh, Teddy dear, the widow cried, your 2 fine legs were your mama's bride. The stumps of a tree won't do it all. Why didn't you run from the cannonball? Would you do-ra-ya, ba-da-dee-da, do-ra-you-ra-you-ra-ya. Mrs. McGraw, the sergeant said, would you like to make a soldier out of your son Ted? With a scarlet coat, big cocked hat, Mrs. McGraw, wouldn't you like that? Would you do-ra-ya, ba-da-dee-da, do-ra-you-ra-you-ra-ya. Would you do-ra-ya, ba-da-dee-da, do-ra-you-ra-you-ra-ya.
I was wandering in the woods at the end there.
You were distracted. It was a squirrel moment.
That's right, you. It's only you. Nobody else. You.
This is one of those traditional songs that made a resurgence during the 60s and the big folk era when lots of folks were doing the coffee house circuit and traditional music had an upsurgence. It's about a young woman who's in love with a man who is beneath her station. So she knows she's not going to be able to marry him, but she is madly in love with him. Last time we played this, I think, was before I went through menopause. It's been a long time. I know where I am going, and I know who's going with me, and I know I love, but the dear knows who I'll marry. Some say he's dark, and some say and shoes of fine green leather and combs to bind my hair and a ring for every finger. I know where I'm going, and I know who's going with me, but I know who I love, but the dear knows who I'll marry. Featherbeds are soft and painted walls about me, but I would trade them all just to be with my love, Johnny. Oh, I know where I'm going, and I know who's going with me, and I know who I love, but the dear knows who I'll marry. Thank you.
Give him a little time.
We're studying. We're studying.
Okay, shut her down.
He's going to change guitars, Mike.
You're good.
What's your tuning? You can tell Andy what your tuning is, since we know he wants to learn alternate tuning. C, G, C, G, C, D. Sounds perfectly normal to me.
You ready? Ready?
Yeah. Well, wait, I'm going to tune it first.
Okay.
The song originally came from Scotland. There's a version in Canada. Lots and lots of Celtic folks emigrated to Canada. They have a pretty vibrant Celtic music scene, especially in like Nova Scotia. So this song is called Willie Taylor, and it has been known that women would actually follow their lovers into battle and dress as soldiers. Sailors in this case. She was engaged to Willie Taylor, and she missed him so much that she thought she'd follow him out to sea. Well, Captain found out when there was a really big storm, and they discovered that she was not a young man, but a young woman. And he wanted to know why in the world she was there. And she said, I'm just in love with my Willie Taylor, and I miss him so much. And he goes, well, we're gonna have to talk. And she says, what's wrong? Is he dead? No, he just married somebody else. Oh. She does get her revenge in this song. So, yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Willie Taylor was a sailor, he was caught in a fair lady. Instead of Willie getting married, he was forced into the sea. But his fights and followed after under the name of Richard Carr. Snow white fingers, long and slender, covered all with pitch and tar. Fa-di-da-di-dum-dum-dee-dee, ba-di-da-di-dum-dum-dee. She dressed herself in sailor's clothing, but she was a funny young lad. But she set sail upon the ocean, all aboard the Mary Ann. When a storm was upon the water, she been there among the rest. Wind blew off her silver buttons, and there appeared a snow white dress. Ba-di-da-di-dum-dum-dee-dee, ba-di-da-di-dum-dum-dee. Well, now says the captain, my dear lady, what misfortune brought you here? I'm in search of my true love, and you have pressed on another year. Well, says the captain, my dear lady, tell to me the young man's name. Some folk call him Billy Taylor, William Taylor is his name. Ba-di-da-di-dum-dum-dee-dee, ba-di-da-di-dum-dum-dee. If Billy Taylor is your dear lover, then he has proved to you untrue. He got married to another and left you here alone to rule. Raise you early next morning, early at the break of day, and there you'll spy young Billy Taylor walking in with his lady. Ba-di-da-di-dum-dum-dee-dee, ba-di-da-di-dum-dum-dee. She rose early up next morning, early at the break of day. Then she spied young Billy Taylor walking in with this lady. Gun on pistol, she's commander, gun and pistol at her side. And there she shot young Billy Taylor walking out with his new maid. Bride, ba-da-da-da-dum-dum-dee-dee, ba-da-da-da-dum-dum-dee, ba-da-da-da-dum-dum-dee-dee, ba-da-da-da-dum-dum-dee. Women love that song. They just do. You want to do Green Fairy? Since you have the 12 string out. In the Canadian version of that song, she ends up with the captain of the ship. This is another one of ours. It's a jig. It's called the Green Fairy Jig, in honor of that wonderful libation called absinthe. One night we were imbibing, and we wrote this song, and we remembered it the next day. So that's a good thing.
That's what I was thinking. Should be down here about 7.
So many strings to tune. I would tell you a joke, but I don't know any.
Worse than a band.
Probably about 6.
Yes, it is. Especially with a capo on it.
Were you chilly? Oh.
I'm sorry.
Thank you. That's called the Green Fairy Jig. Yes? You want to tune it? So, we hardly ever play this song because it's in a tuning that Mark typically doesn't use. And, you know, there's 12 strings. So, the burden falls on me to entertain the people out there while he's doing this retuning.
You want me
So-
to tell some jokes?
Somebody should tell some. It's like Chuck's here. What do you call a gentleman? Somebody who can play the accordion but doesn't. That's not very nice, is it?
That's a bad joke right there.
Because I love hearing you play, and it's so wonderful.
My wife gave me a tool last Christmas to help me play my banjo better. It was a great tuner, a wire cutter.
Yeah. See, I knew you have those in your head. You have all these little jokes in your head out there.
We don't mind waiting for you to tune. You're
But this song is one of ours as well. And the song is called Catharsis. And the lyrics came from some readings that I did in a large book called the Bardic Source Book. And it was a reprint of a very old manuscript that had a lot of really interesting stories from those musicians that traveled across countries and basically sang for their supper. And the most wonderful thing about this song is that one time a woman came up to me who I did not know. We were doing a Celtic gig, and she said, I bought your CD. It had that song on it. And she said, my husband had just died. And she said, this song brought me so much comfort. So if nothing else, it reached one person out there, and that's all that matters.
Okay.
I will make my peace with you. I will find the words to say. I will pour them out to the end. They will fall to the earth like a star. I will gather them up, put them together in just the right way. Do what I must, oh, do what I must. I will find a light that was lost. I will devour this book, never touched. I will read it again and again. I will finally learn what it says. It will flow to the eye like a star. I'll gather it up, put it together in just the right way. Do what I must do to the
Thank you. Now we'll go back to standard tuning and cheer you up a little bit. So this is a song from the north of Ireland. It's a children's song, actually. It's called "I'll Tell My Ma," and you know, it's one of those ones that so many people know. So when our daughter was young, she just hated the fact we play Celtic music, you know, because she's a young girl and she hates her parents. So, but one time we were going somewhere and she was in the back seat, and for some reason she just started singing that song that she hated, but she sang it anyway. So I think she actually secretly liked it, but she didn't want to tell us that because when they're that age, they hate their parents. So anyway, this is a fun little tune. It's called "I'll Tell My Ma."
Tell me, Ma, when I go home, the boys won't leave the girls alone. Pull my hair and they sew my comb, well, that's all right till I go home. She is handsome, she is pretty, she's the belle of the city. She is a curtain, a 1, 2, 3. Please won't you tell me who is she? Albert Moon says he loves her, and all the boys are fighting for the knock at the door and they ring the bell, saying, "Oh my true love, are you well?" Out she comes, it's a white snow, rings on her fingers, bells on her toes. Oh, Johnny Murray says she'll die, she doesn't get the better of her overnight. With the wind and the rain and the hail blow high, the snow come tumbling from the sky. She's as nice as apple pie, she'll get her own life by and by. When she gets a lad of her own, she'll turn her on when she comes home. Let them all come out, say river, but tell the food she loves still. Let the wind and the rain and the hail blow high, the snow come tumbling from the sky. She's as nice as apple pie, she'll get her own lad by and by. When she gets a lad of her own, she won't turn around when she comes home. Let them all come around, say we'll go tell me who does she loves still. Tell me alone, I go home, the boys won't leave the girls alone. Hold my hand and so I go, well that's alright till I go home. She's handsome, she's pretty, she's the belle of the city. She is a court in a 1, 2, 3. Please won't you tell me who is she?
Thank you. 15 minutes, now we must leave the stage.
And then she had a phone at the shop.
It's time for you to tune again, and I'll say nonsense. JB is up at 7 playing songs that you will know.
She had to take her hand off of it to grab it.
Did anybody know any of the songs that we played today?
Last one.
The last one. All right, we'll see. There's one. That's good. That's a start.
I know the next one.
Good, because I don't.
Yes, they were. Yeah, they're all good. I said, it was cool when she's singing Scott and Gayla.
Yeah.
Never heard that before.
And her
I think I was going to need it quite
I know,
so
it's
soon.
starting to cool down.
But I thought a long sleeve would do me for right now, but no, I need something. If it's below 80 degrees, I'm too cold.
Well, in
This
our
song scares me, but we're going to do it anyway.
I'm cold. I have
No,
heated
yeah,
seats on and everything.
yeah, absolutely.
And Todd's like, really? Yep. So I
Yes.
bring a blanket, I bring a sweatshirt, I put my heated seat on.
Exactly.
Good. Yeah, he's good. He's getting really good at guitar.
Well, he's,
Come on.
He loves it.
That's
He
great.
loves playing.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's great for kids coming to us.
Yeah, like
I love the color.
Yeah, look at her. I mean, just you're
Oh.
Right?
Is that the one
Jake.
when we were all there and we were going?
Call Morrison's Jake.
Summer, fall, yeah.
they were.
You're doing the Claire Reel?
I love it.
Oh,
I got that
through
last-
Morrison's.
Yeah. And then October, it must be, yeah.
Well, then it was 2 years ago. You
They
got
all start to
different
look
ones.
alike.
That's when I got
Yeah,
the
they all,
yellow,
that's,
gold one.
we were working with an Irish musician one time, and he said, you know, the instrumentals, people think they all sound alike to them. He said they remember the songs with the words.
I need it, yes.
Thank you. I have time for 2 more.
Don't worry, Tim will kick you out. Keep
Yeah, I
going.
know it was keeping time. Do you want
Oh God, no space. I haven't even seen you.
We have it planned out now.
Step aside.
This song is about a highwayman. You know, one of those Robin Hood types. Robs from the rich, gives to the poor, dies in the end because it's a Celtic song.
Like you said, there's good confidence, so it's good.
In Newtown, I was pretty blind. On Stephen's Green, now a lion's gone. I did me time inside the street. I always was a roving blade. I always was a roving blade. At 17, I took a wife. I loved her dear and I loved my life. And so to keep her both fine and gay, I went out robbing on the King's Highway. I went out robbing on the King's Highway. I never robbed a poor man yet, or lately caused anyone to fret. But I robbed lords and ladies fine, and I carried the gold to my heart's delight. And I carried the gold to my heart's delight. I robbed Lord Bond when I do declare, and Lady Mansell up in Grosvenor Square. I closed my shutters and bid them good night, and I carried the gold to my heart's delight. And I carried the gold to my heart's delight. And I made my way with my dear wife for to see the play. The fields managed me pursue, and I was taken by the cursed crew. I was taken by the cursed crew. My father cried, oh my darling son. My wife she cried, now I am undone. My mother her great laughs and cried, it's in the cradle you should have died. It's in the cradle you should have died. When I am dead, when for my grave, a fancy funeral pray let me have 6 highwaymen for to carry me. I'll give them bridal to sweet liberty. I'll give them bridal to sweet liberty.
Thank you. We have one more, and I'm thinking you will know this. You will. There are many, many, many verses to this traditional. We will not do all of them because, oh my gosh. But it goes through step after step of what you will do for me if you love me. And the last verse, which we won't do, but it says, love requires impossible task, but nothing that a true heart really can't accomplish. But we all know that these tasks are impossible.
Are you going to Scarborough Fair? Parsley, sage, rosemary, a true love of mine. Never make me a cambric ship, parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme, without a seam of fine needlework. She once was a true love of mine. Ever wash it in yonder dry well, parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme, whene'er a drop of water had flowed, she will be a true love of mine. Have her by me and make love love, parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme, between the seafoam and the sea strand, and then she'll be true love of you going to Scarborough fast? Parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme. See there, for she once was a true love of mine.
One song you knew, Andy knew too. So thank you very much for indulging us tonight in some Celtic music. We really appreciate it.